What is going on, guys? Wonderman Boxing. Today we're going to talk about my opinion and my reaction on this first press conference between David Benavidez and Demetrius Andrade. So we'll just look at some clips and then we'll talk about it and I'll give my thoughts and then you guys can give me your feedback. All right, let's go.
I want to thank everybody for being here. I like this guy. I think this guy is a great fighter. He's not a horrible fighter. I think he's a special fighter, very dangerous. He's a champion, Olympian, but I think David is going to stop him, like in the 8th round. I think we got to prove ourselves, and he has to look spectacular in order to get the bigger fights. And I think David is the best at 168.
All right, so pretty much Jose Benavidez Sr. brought up the fact that he's not a horrible fighter. We already know is because Canelo Alvarez called Demetrius Andrade a horrible fighter, but also Jermall Charlo called him a horrible fighter. I like the fact that he followed it up with saying, hey, Demetrius Andrade is not a horrible fighter, but we're going to knock his ass out. And in order to get the bigger fights, meaning that there's more bigger fights out there than Demetrius Andrade. That's pretty much what he's saying. This is a 50-50 fight, guys. But let's keep on watching.
Yeah, definitely. This is the biggest fight of my career up to this date. I give Demetrius Andrade a lot of props. He's a great fighter. A lot of people have been ducking him for a long time. So I felt like I was in the seat that he was in, that nobody wanted to give him the opportunity. But now we came together, getting the opportunity to make a great fight happen. And these are the type of fights I want. I want to make my own lane. I want to fight the best out of the best. Demetrius Andrade is up there as one of the best in this weight class. So I know it's not going to be an easy fight. I know it's going to be a tough fight, but at the end of the day, this is when they bring the best out of me. And I'm a monster for a reason.
All right, guys. So first of all, nobody has been ducking Demetrius Andrade, but nobody likes to talk about the fact that he ducked Charlo. He's ducked Janibek at 160 when Janibek wanted to fight him, and he pulled out a Zach Parker fight. And I'm pretty sure he has ducked other fights that could potentially risk a loss in his resume. Let's just keep it real. So he's not a duck fighter. He's not a boogeyman, Demetrius Andrade. It's just that nobody likes to talk about that, but it's the truth. He's ducked fighters before. Just because he hasn't gotten the Canelo Alvarez paycheck and the Canelo Alvarez fight yet, that means that people are ducking him. But let's keep on watching. Oh, and by the way, yes, Benavidez is right. This could be his toughest fight in his resume, because before that, Caleb Plant was the biggest fight in David Benavidez' resume, and he did give him a hard time. Caleb Plant was winning majority of that fight until David Benavidez started breaking him down in the later rounds, but the fight went 12 rounds and he won the fight, but he never knocked him down or anything. So I got to give props to Caleb Plant for putting up a fight against David Benavidez, but we'll see what kind of fight we get with Demetrius Andrade.
David Benavidez, Demetrius Andrade. Woo! Listen, pay-per-view, all right? Get the tickets, get the pay-per-view, order that shit, man. This is a great matchup. Again, David is giving me the opportunity to become a 3-divisional world champion, and so I'm looking forward for that. And so, yeah, we're here. We're ready. It's going to be a great fight. I think our styles are going to clash real well, and I think we're going to put on the show, and may the best man win, of course. And, yeah, man, get the tickets. Pay-per-view. Andrade and Benavidez. Let's go.
All right, guys, so I don't know if Demetrius Andrade is trying to sell the fight or he's desperate about people buying the pay-per-view fight, but he also is giving me vibes of like he's nervous. He's kind of nervous about taking this fight with David Benavidez. But I do agree with him, the fact that he said that this is a good stylistic fight, because Demetrius Andrade is awkward, and we all know that David Benavidez is always like a pressure fighter and coming forward. So it's going to be very interesting. This fight is a 50-50 fight. Both of these guys, this is the best win in both of these guys' resume, whoever wins, or just taking the fight in general.
Takes
But let's
on
keep on
Canelo
watching.
Alvarez next.
I don't know. I'm not worried about Canelo Alvarez. I'm worried about Demetrius Andrade.
Fuck Canelo. This is it. This is the Super Bowl of the 168 division right here. This is it right here. This is the biggest fight that can be made right here. And it's grateful to be here doing it in Showtime, but this is it. David Benavidez versus Demetrius Andrade, the two avoided fighters. Yeah, I haven't fought the best because the best doesn't want to fight. So he can have that same thing, but at this time in our obstacle, in our journey, it's now. So this is the fight.
All right, guys, so this is really easy to discuss. This is not the Super Bowl fight of 168. This is more of like a playoff fight to position yourself to the Super Bowl fight, which is fighting Canelo Alvarez for the undisputed 168 World Championship belts. So both of these guys need each other to get there. You know what I mean? Everybody is talking about that the Super Bowl fight is David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez, but we cannot count Demetrius Andrade out, even though he's kind of giving me some nervous vibes going against David Benavidez, but we'll see what kind of fight we get. We already know that Canelo Alvarez is the undisputed champ. He's the one that went into 168 pounds, and he pretty much went on a road to become undisputed within 11 months. I did not see David Benavidez doing that or Demetrius Andrade doing that the last time I checked, but let's keep on watching.
David Benavidez versus Demetrius Andrade. Get them tickets. This is the best fight that can be made at 168 pounds.
Even though there's an undisputed champion in this weight division, that you're the best fighter at 168?
Yes, this is definitely the fight that will determine who is the best 168. Myself, again, looking to conquer the whole middleweight division. This will be my third weight class. So that's what gives me the right to say I'm the best. And yeah.
So pretty much what we talked about, guys. This is not the best fight at 168. This is one step closer to the Super Bowl for the best fight at 168. This is just a tactic and a strategy to kind of sell the fight, pretty much.
Again, the follow-up is, do you believe the winner of this fight, even though there's an undisputed champion at 168, is the best fighter at 168?
Yeah, I definitely believe the winner of this fight is the best super middleweight in the world.
I like how Brian Custer keeps bringing out that there's a undisputed world champ at 168 pounds. He's pretty much letting them know that, hey, this is one step closer to getting to the biggest fight of your career, which is Canelo Alvarez. So this is not, whoever wins this fight is not the best super middleweight in the world. Let's just keep it real. David Benavidez was at 168 pounds for a long time. Why didn't he become undisputed at 168 pounds when Canelo wasn't there? You see what I'm saying? Who's the one that came and cleaned up the division? Canelo Alvarez. It's just facts. Let's just keep it real. So yeah, guys, to sum it up, pretty much the whole review of this press conference, I got a little bit of vibes of Demetrius Andrade being kind of nervous. But also, this is a good fight, though. I might be wrong, you know what I mean, about him being nervous. He might be excited. I don't know. I mean, just look at his face right here. Just says it all. But this is a good fight for both of them. I'm interested to see if Demetrius Andrade puts up a better performance or even an upset than when David Benavidez fought Caleb Plant. Because Caleb Plant did put work on David Benavidez. And a lot of people were saying that he busted Caleb Plant's face and everything. The reason why Caleb Plant's face was busted was because there was a headbutt that cut Caleb Plant's forehead. But anyways, let me know your thoughts below. Thank you for the love, the hate, the support. Don't forget to subscribe. If you guys like these videos, I can make more of them. Let me know in the comment section. You guys have a good one. Peace.